Recommendations for the biosafety protocol for the recovery from the effects of COVID-19 in the construction sector, the case of Azuay, Ecuador. The present investigation was carried out by engineer Ana Mejía, engineer David Velín, and architect Marco Avila. The construction sector is one of the fundamental pillars of Ecuador's national economy. It represented a percentage of 8.4% of the total production of the national economy during the period between the years 2000 and 2018. Currently, due to the COVID-19 virus, this important sector has had to stop its activities. Construction is considered a high-risk job, since in the execution of the daily actions of this activity, the employees are constantly exposed to several risk factors. The emergency that Ecuador experienced from March 16, 2020, the economic crisis intensified. Construction, being one of the fundamental axes of the national economy, proposed that through pilot plans and the incorporation of biosecurity protocols for the gradual and controlled reincorporation of the execution of works and to energize the economy again. Considering that the purpose of the research action designed within a qualitative investigation is to solve daily problems and improve concrete practices, this methodology has been used, supported by the technique of participant observation and structured interview. The data obtained is processed by Atlas TI to present the results obtained. The need to investigate the present issue is imperative, since the lack of control and verification of results obtained in the different work fronts can mean a dangerous and high-risk labor reactivation. Therefore, it is intended to monitor and generate possible recommendations for key actions to improve biosafety protocols against COVID-19. Designed in the framework of a qualitative research, the general approach used in the research process is more flexible and open, and the course of actions is governed by the field. In this way, the design is adjusted to the conditions of the scenario or environment. The application of a survey was carried out in order to measure through the qualitative method the data needed for the formulation of recommendations. This means that no ordinary statistical sampling was applied. The sampling used is based on data collection to make comparisons between properties and dimensions. Surveys allow us to carry out data collection in a systemic way. Recommendations are reached for the biosafety protocol for COVID-19 in the construction sector, case study Azuay, Ecuador. Not to touch one's face with dirty hands should be a mandatory measure implemented as a rule to combat the psychosocial risk that is enhanced by the stress generated by the virus. A security measure that, although it seems logical, is not applied in many places is the prohibition of cell phone use in the facilities. It is recommended to have hydration points. And the correct way to sneeze is by covering one's mouth with the inside of one's elbow and then to disinfect and wash with soap and water.